From Winterscheid Field in Marrero, it's Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League Baseball as this evening the Archbishop Shaw-based Refuel squad entertains the Brother Martin-based K's for Kids team. And a pleasant good evening to you, Ken Trahan, joined by my good and great friend, Coach David Beaudry, as we get set for another Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League game here this evening. K's for Kids, based at Brother Martin, is 3-1 coming into Crescent City Sports Summer League play this evening. Lost their first game last evening at Mandeville and back in action here today. Refuel, based at Archbishop Shaw, 0-3 on the year. Fans are being asked to rise right now as we will have the invocation followed by the national anthem here to get things started. And then, of course, we'll pass along the starting lineups to you and bring in Coach Beaudry for some analysis.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Dear Lord, thank you for this day and for this opportunity and challenge. Thank you for these young athletes and coaches, for their help, abilities, and talents. Thank you for their parents, families, friends, students, fans, and alumni who are here tonight. Lord, we ask that you please bless and protect our young people during tonight's game and keep them free from any injury or harm. Help tonight's competition bring out the very best in our young people, and help all of us accept the decisions of the coaches and game officials through our examples of support and good sportsmanship, both on and off the field. And finally, Lord, please continue to bless our schools, Brother Martin High School and Archbishop Shaw. Bless our administrators, faculty, staff, and religious, and may they continue to educate and prepare our young people for many years to come. We pray, amen. St. Don Bosco, pray for us. Mary Help of Christians, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen.
With David Beaudry, Ken Trahan here from Winterscheid Field in Marrero as Archbishop Shaw-based Refuel host Brother Martin-based K's for Kids. David, great to have you with us again, and of course you know a little bit about this rivalry too, don't you?
I sure do, Kenny. Thank you for having me tonight. This is it's always great to be in Marrero here. This place brings back fond memories for me and my career, and looking forward to a good game tonight. Obviously, these two used to be district rivals. Not the case now with Archbishop Shaw moving down to Division II this past season. And the Eagles had a really good prep season by moving down, David. They reached the state quarterfinals and really got hot late in the season. Yes, they did. They kind of played a competition level early in the year that was really, really tough, and I think it seasoned them well when they got into the late March and early April and into the playoffs, and they had a really nice finish to their year. And, of course, Brother Martin, everybody knows by now that Jesuit and Archbishop Rummel play for a state championship in Division I on the select side, but it was Brother Martin who won the Catholic League, and I don't know that a lot of people still understand that because they were the best team during the year. Yes, they were, and we were fortunate enough to do the Jesuit Brother Martin game the night they clinched, and really they got a lot of mileage out of a young pitching staff, and some of the older players really stepped up big for them and led that team to the district crown. So the Refuel team has taken the field.
It'll be Perkle in left, Richard center, Huon in right, Billiard third, Bolden short, Amadio second, Miller at first, Mills catching, and Wes Perk, the right-hander, is on the mound as the starting pitcher. Now in Summer League play, you'll see pitchers go a few innings, but Perk's been good. One appearance, he's 1-0 on the year, or rather 0-1 on the year, but he has a 2.70 earned run average, 3 1/3 innings, 2 runs, only 1 earned run, and 2 hits allowed. He's walked 1 and struck out 1 as he takes to the mound with his 2.70 earned run average. Refuel in their black tops with their gray pants, black caps, and the Refuel logo emblazoned on it. And, of course, Case for Kids based at Brother Martin in their familiar crimson look with their crimson caps with the yellow gold bills, gray pants, and the red stockings to go along with that. The lineup for Case for Kids, as we pass that along to you, Gavin Berry will lead it off. So Berry is the leadoff hitter, and he will eventually play in left field tonight. Reese Roussel plays right field, bats second. Jack Lupo is at third base, hitting third. Cleanup hitter Colby Hunter is the first baseman. Stan Wiltz, the shortstop, will bat fifth. Ben Switzer is hitting sixth in the lineup. Christian Michel will bat seventh. Michel will do the catching. It will be Brent Miorana playing center field and hitting eighth. Caden Timothy in left field bats ninth. Now they're going to bat 11 batters, which they can do in this league. The other batters in the lineup will be Austin Bell and Cole Navarro. So that's the lineup as they'll bat 11 for Case for Kids here this evening as we bring you our second Summer League baseball game of Crescent City Sports League. Glad you're with us as we get set to start. Chip Merritt, Matt Merritt, our crew tonight, taking care of business, and they'll do a great job as always. We're ready to go, and Gavin Berry leads it off. Berry, good experience in the prep season this past year, and a good player, one of many good young players this Brother Martin program has. 333 already, a homer, 6 RBI in the summer. He takes the ball high. First pitch at 7:05. Now the numbers for Case for Kids will be accentuated because they've played 12 games overall, 4 league games. They play weekend games through the Louisiana Knights, so they have more games than others. Swing and a miss. Of course, those games in the weekends do not count in this summer league. We clarify that. They opted to join this league this year after not doing so last year and really playing both. So they're playing a lot of games every week, David.
Yeah, they sure are. I was up in Hattiesburg this weekend, and 3 Brother Martin teams were up there. And, it's 4 games on the weekend and 3 games during the week. But then, it's only for the month of June, and the boys will get the month of July and get ready for school in August.
Pitch high makes it 2 balls and a strike. And a swing and a chopper foul over the Case for Kids dugout here at Winterscheid Field. It's 2-2. Field named after the late Father Leo Winterscheid, who was a legendary Salesian priest. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next one is on the way. It's in the dirt. A breaking ball makes it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Did a prep playoff game here this year. The ball was flying out of here, which it almost never does. Saw a game with, 4 or 5 home runs here. Payoff pitch on the way. And he missed inside. Close pitch, but Berry's on with a leadoff walk. Case for Kid gets the leadoff man aboard. And here's Reese Roussel, who had a really good prep season this past year, playing right field. Another one of the former Little League World Series world champions. And Roussel in from the left side, 324, no homers, and 8 driven in. He has 4 doubles. 8 RBI tops on the team, tied for the team lead in that department. Berry a lead, stretch and the pitch, and that is strike call as the lights come on here at Winterscheid. No balls and a strike. Ballpark typically plays pretty big, David. The dimensions are not big, but it plays pretty big.
Yeah, especially in the months of April, May, June, and July, because the wind usually blows in. We got a little crosswind, but not much.
Mm-hmm. Runner goes, pitches away, throw to second is not in time. A stolen base for Berry. So the Case for Kids team gets a runner in scoring position pretty quickly here.
One of the things you see in summer league baseball more so than in prep, you're trying to work on things that can prepare kids for next year. You'll see more stolen bases attempts, possibly more bunt attempts, just to kind of get guys used to it in live situations.
Pitch is high and away, 2-1. Don't see what we saw last Tuesday in our opener very much, where Malcolm Dean has stole 9 bases in as many attempts.
That's right.
Against Retief Oil. 2 balls and a strike. Stretch by Perk. Pitch on the way. That's a strike, and it's 2-2.
And that would be another thing. You know, you're playing a bunch of games. You're not really practicing and working on holding runners. You know, catchers not throwing. Maybe catchers catching multiple games in a week. But from a base running standpoint, just want to try to get used to it.
Swing and a miss. Good pitch. He stayed away, and he got himself round number 1. Good job by Perk. Worked him away the whole at bat, David.
Yes, he did. He stayed away and was right off the edge and induced the swing there.
Jack Lupo bats. 259 hitter, no homers, and he's tied for the team lead with 8 driven in. Right-handed swinger. Straight up defensively are the Eagles. The pitch. Breaking ball down and out. Nice block by Mills. Getting into our second week of action. We'll update you on some records here as we move on throughout play this evening. Already 2 games rained out today of the 8 scheduled. 1-0. High and away, 2-0. We had no rain here whatsoever in Marrero. So no issue whatsoever here. 2 balls and no strikes. Another. That's in there, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. The Gulf Coast Bank and Trust Skippers game at Butcher was postponed due to rain. Swing and a miss. Count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Perk was challenging hitters inside with his fastball, right-handed hitters inside with his fastball and threw the breaking ball away. Really good pitch.
On 2-2, stretching and pitching. Breaking ball beat on the ground, deep short. And that'll be everybody safe. Going into the hole was Bolden, Maroney Bolden, and he couldn't handle it. And that'll be an error. And it'll be first and third with 1 out. Would have been a tough play to throw him out, but it was a play that had a chance to be made.
And the runner from second kind of hesitated before he broke to third.
Yeah.
Waited for the ball to come off the glove. Had he not left early, possibly would have had a play at third.
Runners at the corners, the pitch. Breaking ball strike. It's 0-1 to Hunter. Colby Hunter, good hitter. And he hit well during the prep season for this Brother Martin-based team for the Crusaders in the summer. He's 367, tied for the team lead with 8 RBI. Can hit the ball hard to all fields. And he swings and fouls it right side. Another breaking ball from Perk. So it's no balls and 2 strikes. Double play depth around the infield. For Refuel. Perk, stretch, pitch. Chopper slowly. Good play by Perk. Makes the play to first. Good job. Oh, he's going to say he was safe. I thought surely he tagged him. Boy, that's pretty interesting. I don't know if we have a chance to look at it again or not, but it sure looked like the throw was a little high. But I thought he made the tag, David, and they're going to talk about it.
Looked like he did, but you know, it was on the first base line. The home plate umpire may have a better look at this.
Well, I'm looking again myself to see another view of it, and they are going to say he's out. And I think they got it right.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it again now, and yes, he got the tag, David. That's a good call.
Yeah.
So.
And again, in a 2-man crew, that's a very difficult.
And here it is again. Here it is again. If you want to watch here, so I got a chance to see it for a second time. There's the tag. There's no question about it. So
the throw kind of pulled the first baseman off. Nice play by the first baseman to come down with the tag.
Good job by Miller with the tag. Lupo goes to second. So second and third, 2 out. Stan Wiltz, the shortstop, will bat. Wiltz taps it foul. It's no balls and a strike on Stan. A 261 hitter this summer. No homers and 4 driven in for Wiltz. Right-handed hitter, close stance, and a crouch as well. The pitch. Strike called. It's 0-2. Okay, so who does he remind me of with that stance? little bit of Jeff Bagwell there.
Yeah, down in his legs.
Yep.
Absolutely.
No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. High. He'll take Bagwell comparison any day of the week, I'm sure. That guy was pretty good.
He may know who he is because of his father, but
Yeah.
most players today won't know who Jeff Bagwell is.
Incredible. 1-2, the count, the pitch. And check swing foul. Do it again.
You know, Kenny, on the last play, when the ball chopped above the pitcher's head, the runner at third should have broke. You know,
Right. It's an automatic read, yeah.
Yeah, the pitcher was backing up on the play. It would have been a very difficult play to throw him out at home.
1-2. Breaking ball down and out. Got away. Runner for the plate. Broke right away. Throws there. He's safe. Well, he read that one very well. And an immediate break by Berry gets him home and a 1-0 lead for K's for Kids. I guess we got to go wild pitch. It was down.
Yeah.
And it's 2-2.
And the pitcher has to, as soon as that ball glances off the glove, has to start. You know, a lot of pitchers get in a bad habit of looking to see if the runner's going to break and then break home. Just go home. If he doesn't go, you haven't cost you anything. You know, take your time, take a deep breath, get back on the mound. But he kind of hesitated and allowed the runner, the catcher retrieved it and threw it in plenty of time.
Watching the replay, that ball could have been stopped, but I guess we'll give him a wild pitch. 2-2. Swinging a foul tip. We essentially are the official scorers here. So we make that call, and I guess 2 out of 2 says wild pitch.
Yeah.
So there we go. So I'll watch the replay again just now through Crescent City Sports. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and another. And a swing and a line drive base hit to right field. Scores Lupo. Wiltz drives in the run, and it's 2-0 Case for Kids.
Really quality at bat by Wiltz. You know, he stayed inside of it and was able to hit a hard line drive into right field.
Now batting number 13, Switzer.
Ben Switzer will bat. Switzer 192, no homers, 8 driven in. The pitch. Swinging a pop-up foul out of play. It's 0-1 on Switzer. And just missed the outside edge, so it's 1-1. Pitch on the way. That's high. So it's now 2 balls and a strike on Switzer. Two balls and a strike. Big lead at first and draws a throw. You could see that coming with the lead that Wiltz had taken.
And a good pitch to run on 2-1 count. Probably going to be a fastball. You know, hitter can protect the runner.
Sign given once again. 2-1 pitch. Runner goes. Pitch is high. Catcher can't control it. Stolen base. Second of the inning for K's for Kids as Wiltz swipes second.
You know, we had a good quick move to first on the previous play, and then when he went to the plate, not really cognizant of being quicker to give the catcher a chance. Of course, the catcher didn't come up with it that time.
And a swing and a ground ball up the middle is short. Handled by Bolden. His throw is wide. Nice pick at first by Miller.
Off the bag.
They're going to say he was off the bag. So he's safe at first. That'll be another error. Second of the inning. Keeps the inning alive. First and third now. And that will get Christian Michel to the plate.
Number 26, the catcher, Michel.
So here's Michel to the plate. This harkens back to the playoff game we did here against Lafayette Christian when the Shaw prep team made 9 errors in one game and they won the game. It was wild. I mean, just absolutely wild.
I was listening last night to Coach Johnson talk about the freebies of baseball, the walks, the errors.
Yep.
And usually when you give up 9 on the error column, you're going to come away with a loss.
Runner goes from first, pitches a strike. They're going to throw through. The throw is wide, and the runner will score. That'll be a stolen base. And the throwing error allows a run to score. So that's 3 errors in the inning, right?
Yep.
As Wiltz scores. Switzer to second with the 3rd stolen base of the inning. And the defense really leaking here in the first inning. Has to go as an error because the runner was not breaking for the plate.
Correct.
They haven't put it on the board, but we know it's an error. Ball and 2 strikes. Swinging a foul keeps him alive. So holding it 1-2. As mentioned, the Archbishop Shaw prep team under Coach Chet Foray really came on strong late in the season. Won that playoff series I spoke of with LCA and lost to St. Louis Catholic in the quarters and ended up with a really good season after playing a very tough schedule early on and had a very rugged record. But that tough schedule benefited the Eagles as the season progressed. And Coach Foray's first full season. 1-2 the count, here it is. Breaking ball struck him out, good pitch. So Perk gets out of the inning. Didn't get much help from his teammates. 3 runs scored, just 1 hit, 3 errors in the inning. 1 man left. On to the bottom of the first case for Kids up 3-0 with Refuel coming to the plate. Perk did not throw the ball badly, Dave.
No, he did not. I mean, he gave up the 1 hit. Wilkes did a nice job of hitting the single in right field. But other than that, he gave up a couple of ground balls. But you just can't give guys free bases. That's really difficult against any team, but especially against a team that has the talent and players that Brother Martin has. You were mentioning Coach Foray. I had the opportunity to come as his senior year. He was our catcher. Tremendous catcher, just a bulldog behind the plate. I want to say, I may be, because I'm getting a little older and I forget things, but I think he caught every inning in prep and every inning in a 55-game Legion season, and I never could get him to come out. His toughness, his fundamental play, and he batted down in the lineup a little bit. He was just a tough out. If his players can have his attitude when he played for me, this program is going to be, very capable of competing at a high level. Not enough good things I can say about Coach Foray.
The Cage for Kids team is in the field as they prepare to play defense here in the bottom of the first inning. Timothy left. The center fielder is Miorana. The right fielder, Roussel. Lupo at third. Wiltz at short. Navarro second. The first baseman is Hunter with Michel catching. And on the mound is the right-hander, Cole Heap. Cole Heap, number 44. So Heap to the mound, and Heap's summer numbers, 5 appearances, 2 starts. 0-0 with a 6.46 earned run average. 8 2/3 innings pitched, 12 hits allowed, 8 runs earned. He's walked 6, struck out 6, hit 2 batters. And the big right-hander is ready to go to work here against Cameron Maroney Bolden in the bottom of the first.
The shortstop, number 2, Cameron
Maroney Bolden, 300, no homers, 5 RBI here in the Summer League play. Leads the team in RBI. Good player during the prep season, took a strike. As Heap gets ahead. And delivers away. It's 1-1. Swinging a foul tip right into the mitt. So make it a ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 from Heap on the way. And a swing and a smash down the third baseline into the corner. Bolden rounding first. He's on his way to second with a ringing double and a good start here for the Eagles.
He was on every pitch, fouled a couple off, did a good job, got a ball on the inside part of the plate and got his hands and drove it down the line. Great piece of hitting.
So Maroney Bolden doubles to get it started. Here's Hayden Perkle. Perkle at 182, no homers, no RBI. Right-handed hitter, another starter on the prep team this past season. Taking it for a strike over the outside edge at the knees. Lights have taken effect here. The 0-1 pitch. Chopped over the mound to second. Coming to get a Navarro, and he can't. Ball gets by. Runner reaches. That'll have to go as an error. On a play that would have been made had he made the play, would have thrown him out, but did not. So that's an error, and Perkle reaches on the error. The first against the Crusaders. And now it's first and third, nobody out. And here come the Eagles with Nathan Billiot to the plate.
And good job by Wiltz to get over it because Coach Foray is coming down the line. Was going to make a decision whether to send the runner from third. Wiltz was there, Johnny on the spot to pick it up and stop that from happening.
Strike called. It's 0-1 to Billiot. 444. No homers, no RBI. Toward third foul. Quickly in the hole 0-2. So Billiot wants to try to put it in play here. Runner at third is Maroney Bolden. It's Perkle at first. Defense a little bit lacking here early in this one. 0-2. 1-2 now to Billiot. Miller is on deck. Nice to see that the stadium next door, Joe Zimmerman, press box has been reinstituted. And they're working on the visiting side. There goes a runner, foul back. The storm/tornado of last year did some damage to the stadium here. Took out the press box and did some damage to the stands, but the stands have been repaired. New press box is up. Now they're working on permanent stands on the visitor's side. 1-2. Chopper foul at the plate. Nice facility. That's been the only issue is the visiting side when they brought the big schools in here. Just not much room for fans or for bands, but now they're telling me they're going to have like 1,000 seats on the visitor's side, which will make that football stadium a really nice place. 1-2. Checked, laid off. Good take, 2-2.
I remember all those trips we made to West Jeff at 2 o'clock on a Saturday when I was here, and it sure is nice to have your own facility right here on campus.
Makes a difference. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Another pitch, runner goes, and a swing and a smash, and that's going to be a base hit in the center field. Scoring on the play, Maroney Bolden. Billiot loops a single to left center, and the Eagles are on the board. It's 3-1.
Really good at bat by Billiot there. He spoiled the good pitches down in the zone and made him continue to throw strikes, which he did, but he got that one a little bit up and he was able to line it in center field for an RBI.
There's DJ Miller, the cleanup hitter and first baseman at 250, no homers and 2 driven in. First pitch. Grounded toward third. This could turn. Second, that's 1. First, and that's 2. 5-4-3 double play. On the play, Perkle the third and 2 outs.
Pitcher's best friend, got first and second, nobody out after it runs in. Do a good job of getting a ground ball and handle a double play nice.
No doubt. Down and out, ball 1. To Blair Mills, 143, no homers, and a run driven in. Now 2-0. And a swing, a smash to left, right at the left fielder and caught. Good contact by Mills. Hit it right on the nose, but right to Timothy to end the inning. So it's 1 run on a couple of hits with an error. And a runner left on base. We've played one, and Case for Kids leads Refuel 3-1. So a little offense, David, and a little defense lacking thus far.
Yeah, but the big double play, that's obviously the key to the inning. You allow them to set the table with first and third. They get a base hit to score the run, but you shut it down from there. You get the double play and the fly out, and then the damage is certainly limited, and you still have a 2-run lead.
So 3-1 after one full inning of play here. 7-inning games in Summer League, just like in prep ball. And back to the field goes Refuel. Second will be Miorana, Timothy, and Bell. They bat 11 in the lineup. Does Case for Kids. That's what you can do in this league. This is a development league. That's what it's all about. And the opportunity is there to get as many guys in as you want to get.
Yeah, at the end of the summer, all these coaches have a lot of information, going into the prep season of what they need to work on. They'll know a list of guys that they feel they can count on, and they'll still be looking for more as they start in January to prepare for the prep season. But it's certainly valuable. You're playing good competition. You get to play at night under the lights a lot of times during the summer at certain places. And it's a very competitive league with very good players. And again, but the main focus for each coach is, how much can I find out about my team, before the school year begins in August.
Second inning set to begin here.
Leading off the top of the second inning with our Case for Kids, the center fielder, 8, Mariana.
Here's Brent Miorana. Miorana, the center fielder, standing from the right side. First pitch misses. It's 1-0. Miorana at the plate, waits for another. Here it is. And he went around on a good breaking ball. Sharp movement. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Miorana, 207, no homers, 5 driven in. Toward the hole, that'll be a base hit. Diving effort by Maroney Bolden, but no chance. Miorana's on with a leadoff single here in the second inning. So that's hit number 2 for the Crusaders. Leadoff man aboard for the second time in as many innings. And here's Caden Timothy, the left fielder.
Now batting the left fielder, number 7.
Good job on the fastball, get his hands out. Knock it through the 5-6 hole for a base hit.
240 hitter, no homers, 5 RBI. And it's 0-1.
More of a bunt for a base hit type of bunt than it was a sacrifice.
Yeah, glad you distinguished that because he didn't show it till late. Trying to give yourself up. You'll show it early most often. And there's the bunt toward third. It's a good one. Pitcher gloves has to get rid of it, and the second baseman got there, but not in time. Base hit for Timothy. Good bunt. First baseman charged. Second baseman had to get there, but wasn't there quite in time, and good speed by Timothy beats it out.
Yeah, good execution offensively there. With the runner at first, even if they pick it up and they throw you out, you got a runner in scoring position with less than 2 outs, which you want, but now you have a chance for a really big inning if you can keep it moving.
Here's Austin Bell. See if he's bunting or swinging. He's going to bunt. He bunts it toward third. That is a foul ball. 2-1 now. I've said this every time I've been here for all these years doing games here. This is a great park to bunt in because not only is there no dirt cutout on the baseline, but the grass here is thick. So if you get that ball started fair, more often than not, it's going to stay fair.
I can remember a coach that used to coach it that actually put sand on the outside of the line to keep the bunts fair, but I don't know his name.
Well, I could go over the names if you'd like.
He was back in the 90s.
There's a bunt toward third, and that's another great bunt. Third baseman Fields throws, and, they got him by half a step. Close play Sacrifice works, but another really good bunt. Don't you enjoy seeing execution like this?
That was very good and great by the third baseman. You know, obviously for the pitcher moving away from his target, that's a hard play. But that was a great play by the third baseman to come in, charge it, and throw off his back foot and make a good, strong throw.
All right, you remember who the baseball coach in the 70s was here?
No, one of them was Sam Tully.
Mm-hmm. You know Pat O'Shea pretty well.
Right.
Here's the pitch. In the dirt, blocked. It's 1-0. This is Cole Navarro.
And Sam just retired, and I don't remember the number of years because it was such a huge number. He was at Lafayette High.
Mm-hmm.
I think 40-something years, and what a great man. And he began his career here at Shaw. And then Coach O'Shea, another good man, took over for him, and I was able to follow Pat up.
There's a line drive, base hit, right center field. Run scores, second runner the third. And the throw gets through. That's a mistake. That'll allow the runner to reach second base. Boy, you have got to get that throw down. So it's an RBI single for Navarro. And now the runners get to second and third with one out. And a big chance to add some more. It's Cole Navarro comes through.
Now
you flip the lineup, and here's Gavin Berry.
Right, and the thing about that is now the second at bat against Perk.
Pitch to Berry. Strike over the inside edge. He walked, stole a base, scored a run in the first.
Barry wants to stay inside of it, try to use the field on the to the opposite field, hit a grounder or base hit that way. If he gets something that he can drive, you know, you certainly don't let those go by. But his main focus is to move the runner. You move the runner from second to third and score the runner from third to home.
Ground ball to third. Runner breaks for the play. They've got a play on him. They stop and now throw home, and they got him. Good job by the third baseman, Billiot. Fielded it, stared the runner, and then when he saw him break, he threw right on the money to Mills, who put the tag on Timothy for out number 2. 5-2 put out on the play. Navarro to third.
But most people will run with one out on contact.
Mm-hmm.
However, that you'd like that runner to stay in a rundown and allow the batter to get to second. And you have the same situation now with 2 outs with a chance to get a two-run single.
First and third, 2 outs. As we see Reese Roussel bat. Struck out swinging his first time. Now they've already stolen 3 bases and likely to run here.
Okay, I must be the only one in the park that thought that's a ball because I didn't think you could do that in high school sports, but I wasn't in it this year, so I'm not sure.
I hear you.
Fake the third to first. I didn't think you could do that.
Pitch is a strike. It's 0-1.
Might need to pick up a rule book. I haven't seen it in over a year.
53 move, man.
Yeah, I thought in high school federation that was illegal. But I'll ask David Satter after the game.
Runner goes, pitches down, gets away. Runner holds at third, though. It'll be a stolen base. So it ends up being second and third as Berry has his second stolen base of the game and the 4th for K's for Kids already.
One of the things if you're at third base, really at any field, but especially here, is you want to move your feet towards the plate and make the ball stop you. That ball came off, and you might not have gone, but he had no chance to go because he kind of flat-footed.
Strike here, and it's a beautiful pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Roussel. He's pitched him very tough.
Yeah, kept the ball away from him. Not something middle in that he can drive.
1-2 now. Here it is. Outside and high. 2-2.
Trying to use that backdoor breaking ball there. Kind of came out the backside of his hand.
Now the 2-2. Chopper toward first. Knocked down. Pitcher covers. Not going to get it. Safe at first. Run scores, and it's 5-1. That's a play you got to charge, right, David?
Yeah.
Can't let the ball play you in that situation.
Right. Once it takes that hop, you got to come get it.
Yeah, that was a high hop, and you don't want to wait when you see that high hop. You've got to come get that ball.
And especially as the summer goes on, you go through days where you get rain, and then, that sun comes out. A lot of the fields get, the natural fields get very hard, and if you let that ball take an extra bounce, there's no telling.
Well, that's a 4th error already.
Yes.
And runners at first and third with 2 outs, and here's Jack Lupo. Reached on an error, scored a run his first time. And he shoots one into center. That's going to find some green space, a base hit. Another run scores, and it's a 6-1 ball game as Lupo delivers a big 2-out RBI hit. His 9th RBI of the season. Well done.
Yes. Got the ball middle away and stayed inside of it. You know, hit a looping line drive right over the infield, you know, to drive in a run.
So a 6-1 game now. Here's Hunter. Swing and a miss. Grounded to the pitcher his first time.
Hunter was trying to hit that a long way. Got a breaking ball and was right out in front of it.
Stretch 0-1. Fouled out of play right side. It's 0-2. And a ground ball to second. Should end the inning. Fielded by Amadio, who throws him out. Inning over, but another good inning for Case for Kids. They get 3 more runs in the inning, and they do it on 4 hits. There was, of course, the error that factored in. And 2 men left on base. 3 stranded. We get to the bottom of the second, and it's 6-1 in favor of Case for Kids over Refuel here at Winterscheid Stadium. And with that, we can tell you that coverage of the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League is brought to you by the Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. Lamarck Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in the Metro New Orleans market. Must be a reason. Well, good start for Case for Kids here, to say the least, with the way this one unfolds. So, Pat O'Shea, some guy named David Beaudry, came along and spent some quality time here with 2 sports. You know, and in recent years, Doug Faust has made his way here a couple of times. Kirk Bollinger made his way here. Chad Foray here now. Some pretty good names in baseball there, David.
There's no doubt. And this, I'm going to tell you, my experience here in the baseball and football program and teaching at Archbishop Shaw was just so very enjoyable. The people I met, you know, have become lifelong friends of mine. And, of course, the most important person I met here, I celebrated my 24th anniversary with her yesterday, my wife Karen. We met here as teachers and got married in 1999. You know, a lot of fun things happen here, and a lot of success in both sports as well.
You bet. Great memories. This is a great campus. Always had the green space here to do things, and boy, have they done it. With a baseball stadium, with a football stadium. Here's Austin Amadio, the second baseman. First pitch on the way. Strike called from Heap to get ahead. Amadio, 333, no homers, no RBI. 0-1. Missing high and away, 1-1.
You know, in my time here, you know, I had Coach Joey Latino was my assistant who took over after I did.
Yep.
Terry Joseph was here, who now
swing and a miss.
Coaches the secondary at the University of Texas. Glenn Rivera, who's been a head coach at both North Shore and Salmon. And, you know, guys like Jeff Langford, who's worked in our program, and just quality guys. And it was really, really fun to coach here.
In the dirt, swung at it, throw to first. Get him, 1 out.
Good sequence there by Heap, you know, using both his fastball and then late in the count with his breaking ball and get the swing and miss.
Now adding number 12, the right fielder, Stephen Ewan.
Stephen Ewan bats, the right fielder, 0 for 1 on the young prep season in the Summer League. Took a strike, it's 0-1. No balls and a strike. Ewan took it just off the plate. It's 1-1. High and away to make it 2-1. And the inside corner pitch makes it 2-2. Good pitch. Two. Breaking ball just had the emergency hack to foul it off and stay alive. Grounded foul. Holding at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Ewan. Lentz on deck. 6-1. Case for Kids here in the second inning.
Heap doing a good job of throwing his fastball to both sides of the plate. Really challenging hitters.
Toward third. Pick nicely. Throw across. Right on the money. Good job by Lupo to take care of Ewan for out number 2.
Nice play to come through it. Set his feet. Now Hunter's a big target over there, but he made a perfect throw. Nice to have big first basemen like that.
Swinging a foul back by Ethan Lentz, the DH, 0 for 1 in the Summer League.
One of the things you see more in the Summer League is you don't see as many swings and misses as you maybe do during the prep season. The weather has something to do with it. The amount of rest that the players, the pitchers get in between starts, or the amount of rest some of them are working, playing football, and maybe not as sharp as they would be during the prep season.
High and away to Lentz, 1-2.
That's why it's so important to just keep pounding the mitt.
And a ball beat on the ground slowly toward the mound. Coming to get it, throwing it. Nice job to stay calm. Heap doesn't panic, makes the play convincingly, and has a 1-2-3 inning. Solid job by Cole Heap. We've played 2, and it's K's for Kids on top of Refuel, 6-1. That was the shutdown inning you want to see after you put the number up, David.
Yeah, once you hit that second 3, to go up 6-1, your job is to come out and try to put up a 0 and get your hitters back up in the box, ready to hit again. Try to be as dominant as you can on a day when you score 3 in the first, and then come back and hit the ball very well in the second inning and score 3 more.
Of course, Brother Martin under the direction of Jeff Lupo, who's not here tonight. He's at an all-star function. And we should also congratulate, speaking of Brother Martin, Jacob Seward, who is now the new head coach of the Lakeshore Titans. We had that story which we broke yesterday morning on CrescentCitySports.com. And Jacob will do an excellent job. Former Brother Martin star player, playing start at Southeastern. 2-sport guy, coach football too at Brother Martin. He'll be missed by the Crusaders in both sports.
Jacob's a fine young coach, good guy, very knowledgeable. And when he played the game so very hard, and he's going to expect that of those players at Lakeshore, which are used to doing that. They have a very good program. Coach Nunez last year, and then Coach Roland Skinner the year before, and of course the kind of the foundation of the program and Coach Battistella. So Lakeshore is going to get a good young coach who's starting out his career. I'm sure Coach Lupo's as well as Coach Benice, not happy to lose him, but happy for his opportunity. You want to see your young coaches that desire to be head coaches get that opportunity as soon as possible.
Well stated. I think that's 100% accurate on all fronts. So we're on to the third inning. 6-1 game. And here in the third, Stan Wiltz bats. He singled home a run, scored a run back in the first inning. Facing Perk, who's still in there, pitching into his third inning. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch down in the zone to Wiltz. Sun begins to set here on the West Bank. Here's the 0-1. Pop foul out of play. It's 0-2. And, of course, the Brother Martin baseball history is a fun one to review as well. Remember Tom Schwanner very well, getting that program rolling when they had first merged. This one hit him in the helmet. He's okay, fortunately. Wiltz will go to first. Looked like an off-speed pitch.
Yeah, looked like a breaking ball. He was trying to start right at his shoulder and kind of left it up.
Now batting number 13, Switzer.
Here's Ben Switzer. Of course, Barry Hebert did a great job for many years at Brother Martin. Mark Wisniewski, a fantastic job as well. Jeff Lupo there now. A lot of great players. Some outstanding successes. Sort of first runner back. 83-84 bunch was the best I saw at Brother Martin. They were really good back in those days with Cheeto Martinez and Tookie Spann leading the way.
Yep.
But they had a whole bunch of really good dudes that I can recall.
Yes, they did.
Keith Schmidt, Nick Macaluso. There's a pitch down. It's 1-0.
And you may have mentioned Brian
Muller,
That's right.
Doggy, who was a terrific pitcher. Just a whole bunch of guys that were really good.
Yep. And what year was it? Was it 98? With David Miller and Blair Barbier?
I'm going to say 96.
96.
Here it comes. There's a smash to left field. Left fielder there and cannot get it. Took the route across and didn't read it well enough. It lands cleanly. Runner stops halfway home and runs back to third on a double by Switzer. Well, Perkle made a good break on it, but he went straight across rather than going diagonally and moving back on that ball, and it just got over his glove, Dave.
Yeah, that ball carried a little better than I think he expected. He instead of taking the deeper route, kind of tried to cut it off in the gap, and the ball was a little bit over his head.
So a double for Switzer.
With no outs, the runner from third came about halfway down, but with no outs, you really don't want to run into an out at home plate. You got second and third, no outs, and looks like Shaw's going to bring the infield in. So, gives a batter an opportunity to drive in 2 runs here.
Second and third, nobody out. Infield is in, as mentioned. And here's Michelle, struck out looking to end the first inning. Crusaders looking to play add-on here. Strike over the outside edge.
Batter's eyes light up when the infield's in. You have a lot of holes that you can get it through, but if you elevate, you'll still be able to get a sacrifice fly.
Nice block by Mills. Count is even at 1-1. Of course, the Archbishop Shaw football program under the guidance of Hank Tierney again. Legendary coach here, David worked with. Did an excellent job in his first season this past football season. Here's the 1-1. There's a ball hit in the air to center. We'll get a run home for sure. Richard goes back to make the catch. Runner tags from third, he scores. Runner tags from second, he advances. Sac fly by Michel, and it's a 7-1 game. As you mentioned, got one elevated and did some damage.
Quality at bat. You score one, move one, doesn't cost you an out. A sacrifice fly, and now you still have a runner at third with one out. And let's see, I think they'll probably lead the infield in.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, similar situation.
Swing and a miss by Miarano, who singled and scored in the second inning. Toward third, knocks it down, looks the runner back, throws across on the money. Good play by Bill Yacht. And that's the second out of the inning.
Bill Yacht's done a nice job at third today. As a hitter, you'd like to try to hit the ball more towards the middle. Anything hard at third or first is very difficult to score from third.
Here's Caden Timothy, singled and scored his first time. And he swings and shoots it foul right side. It's 0-1. (7-1) case for kids here in the third. Caden Timothy at the plate trying to add some more with 2 outs. Lays off the breaking ball. A ball and a strike. We'll update you on some records here between innings. Get you caught up on what's happened thus far. Getting some changing in balls here for the home plate umpire before we resume.
This is one of the best places to coach as far as getting game balls back into the dugout because they don't disappear. A lot of room behind the plate and down the lines.
Got the call over the liberal outside corner there, and it's 1-2.
At Hahnville, we had that ditch down the third base line, and we lost
a bunch of balls.
Many.
Breaking ball laid off of it. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, the facilities are all different. We'll be at Noel Suarez next Tuesday night, and there's no foul territory at all there. There's nothing beyond home plate. Here's the 2-2. There's a liner in the right field sinking, and a second baseman is there, but cut off by the first baseman. So the soft liner caught by the first baseman to retire the side here in the third inning with a run scoring. And it happens on a hit with no errors. And a runner stranded. That's 4 left for K's for Kids. We head to the bottom of the third, and it's a 7-1 lead for K's for Kids. Coverage of the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League is brought to you by Gibbs Construction, a leader in the construction industry in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for more than 45 years. Transforming dreams, visions, and plans into reality. Gibbs Construction. Once again, our thanks to Larry Gibbs for his continued support. Always appreciated. Greatest memory in baseball here at when you coached at Shaw, David?
Wow, it's a good question.
It's a good question. You don't have an answer.
I have to pick one.
Okay.
One of them was we had a district. We have quite a couple, but we had a district playoff game against Jesuit in 2000, excuse me, and we were able to win the game by a large margin and finish runner-up to Rummel in district. Another one, we played Salmon in a playoff game, and there was not one seat to be had. Matter of fact, the football coaches took a sofa from the football office and put it on top of the concession stand, so they had a good view of the games. We had a lot of good games here. And a lot of support. We had a good bit of a success also in American Legion, being able to be state runner-ups in '97 and state champions in 2000. And when Coach Latino took over in 2001, they were able to go back-to-back in state championships with just a tremendous group of players. But I mean, I guess the biggest memories is just the players that came through. They were diehard Shaw Eagles. Mm-hmm. They worked hard every day. They had pride in what they did and pride in their facility. And it was really an easy place to coach. It really, really was. And, of course, you mentioned Coach Hank coming back.
And then Coach Lupo just showed up. I think that's what we're looking at there, huh?
Yeah. Coach Hank coming back. I mean, those memories are tremendous as well. But how much he taught me about running a program and coaching young men and the sport of football. Just I could never repay him for what he, for all the time. And he did that with all of us back then. Coach Mike Biamani, Coach Malta Scoble.
Saw Biamonte a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I see him right over there.
There he is. 1-0 count and a swing and a miss. 1-1. That's a lot of good names.
Yeah. And, of course, before that, Scott and Brian Bain's father, Jeff Wooten, were on the staff.
Yeah.
Ricky Thieville, just really good dudes. And
1-1 down and out, 2-1.
We enjoyed what we did, and we worked hard, and we had really good success and some really great kids and great players as well.
2-1. Grounded towards short. Wilts up with it, setting and gunning right there. Good throw. Fast runner got Richard for out number 1.
As in the prep season, Brother Martin's impressive defensively. They really do a nice job. And, of course, they have new guys out here. Saida played shortstop for, I think, 2 years. He's moved on to Delgado, and they look like they're going to be very good defensively again.
Cameron Maroney Bolden doubled and scored his first time, and he fouls it. It's 0-1. Yeah, Delgado got to be excited there, right? They got Brady Schmidt from Rummel who signed, which, boy, is he a good-looking pitcher. And Bryce Pitts from Jesuit is a really good pitcher. That got through the wickets. Lupo couldn't pick it. Maroney Bolden reaches. And so second time he's on. He's aboard with one out on an error. Second error committed by K's for Kids.
The Bodrick jinx.
Must be.
Said something good about the defense.
It's your fault.
He played it correctly, just didn't get the hop. Ball sat down on the second hop.
Speed at first, Hayden Perkle will bat. Reached on an error his first time. Stretch pitch. Chop towards short. Got to come get it. Waited for it. And now has to go to first and safe. Boy, you have to come get that ball, David.
Yeah.
It must be you. You've jinxed them badly here.
That's a summertime ball, too. You don't get those in the prep season usually, but the ball came off what you got to meet it. You want to try to catch it right around your face level and then decide if you're going to go to second or go to first. But sitting back like that allowed the batter to beat the ball out.
Yeah, you got some speed there. You lost the play at second by staying back, and you really lost it at first.
Right.
By playing the short off. It goes as a hit. Here's Nathan Billiot. Took it inside. Billiot singled his first time and drove home a run. The lone run of the game thus far for the Refuel squad. A ball and no strikes. Another pitch. Down and out. So it's 2 balls and no strikes. Entering play today in the Summer League, 2 teams remain unbeaten, David. That would be Cypress Physical Therapy, based at Lutcher. Swing and a miss, 2-1. And Malcolm Dinas, based at Archbishop Rummel, whom we saw last week. Both of those teams 4-0. K's for Kids here at Brother Martin, along with the Lakeshore Titans, are 3-1. 2-1. That's down and out. It's 3-1. You've got Gulf Coast Bank and Chalmette Owls 2-2. The Gulf Coast Bank and Trust Skippers from Mandeville 2-2. You got more in a moment. 3-1 the count. And the pitch. And a chopper towards short again. Comes and gets this. Throws across the body. Good play to get the out. Wiltz to Hunter for out number 2. Runners advance to second and third.
Great play by Wiltz to accelerate his feet to get to it and then through it. And when I say through it, just pushing his body through the ball and being prepared to throw a good play.
Here's DJ Miller grounded into a double play his first time. Around the horn, 5-4-3. The pitch. In the dirt, it's 1-0. Runners lead second and third. 1-0 missing. It's 2-0. So Miller gets ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Now 2-1.
Relief pitcher Timothy Caden takes the place of Heap on the mound.
Yeah, correct. Let me give that to you, Caden Timothy, and a swing and a pop-up. Timothy's going to get out of this. First baseman makes the catch. So Timothy on the mound gets through it. The error does not hurt him. No runs and a hit and error. And 2 left on base. Caden Timothy in his first inning of work gets a 0 up. So we've played 3, and it's 7-1. So close the book on Heap. He went 2 innings. He allowed 1 run, but it was unearned. And 2 hits against him. Walked no one and struck out 1. Caden Timothy putting up a 0. Again, in summer league play, David, you're going to see a lot of pitchers. They're never going to use pitchers for more than 2 or 3 innings. That's the nature of it, isn't it?
Correct, yes. And some of them are also thrown on weekends, whether
Correct.
it's for their school or for a team that they've chosen to play for. And obviously, all coaches are going to be very careful not to exceed those limits. Probably keep them at about 50 on any particular outing and just ask them to get 2 days rest before they go back out there. And that kind of sticks with both the LHSA rule and what Major League Baseball recommends for students this age or players this age.
We're going to get a new pitcher here. DJ Miller's going to take over on the mound.
Now pitching for the Eagles is number 30, DJ.
So Miller takes over for Perk, who
Ladies and gentlemen, now will be a good time to
didn't get a lot of support from his defense in this game.
hot dog.
No, he battled he kept throwing strikes, and that's the big thing you want to see. And he didn't walk too many guys, had some tough luck, had to pitch in some tough situations, but overall, threw a bunch of strikes. Probably has to be a little more consistent getting his breaking ball over the plate. But, he had a good breaking ball at times. Just be more consistent with it. Fastball was good on both sides of the plate, though.
Refuel Eagles, number 28, Ethan Lynch. And at third base, number 13, Peyton LeBlanc.
Ethan Lentz playing first, Peyton LeBlanc playing third now. And on we go to the 4th inning. Miller will work in his first inning.
Leading off, the cave for kids in the top of the 4th, number 37, Bell.
Austin Bell had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. Perk gave up 7 runs, but 3 earned. That's a strike from Miller to Bell. And there's another strike. Good breaking ball. So quickly 0-2. High and away, 1-2. Perk 3 innings, 6 hits, 7 runs, 3 earned, walked 1, struck out 2, hit a batter. And had a wild pitch. 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit in the air. Short left fielder coming on there to make the catch. Bell retired for out number 1. The batter will be Navarro, who had a base hit and drove in a run his first
Now
time.
batting number 19, the second baseman, Navarro.
So here's Cole Navarro. That's a swing and a ball hit in the center field. That's sinking for a base hit. So Navarro is 2 for 2.
Good job.
So your 11-hole hitter is 2 for 2. How about that?
Did a good job on a breaking ball. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just kind of stayed behind it and slapped it in the center field. Just what you want to do there. Start getting some guys on base.
Now batting number 10,
Gavin Berry walked, stole a base, scored a run in the first, reached on a fielder's choice, stole a base in the second. Shows bunt here, took it high. Miller not a hard tosser. He's off speed. Uses the breaking ball and obviously has to locate well. And he bunts toward third. That's another good bunt. Third baseman charges gloves. Throws on the run. He made a good play. Runner for third with nobody covering. Good base running. And nobody rotated there. Well, David, you teach that, right? You got to have, in that situation, your shortstop's got to be there, right?
It's really, honestly, it's the pitcher, then the shortstop, then the catcher. Someone has to get there. If the pitcher doesn't go, the catcher could go there. The pitcher would then rotate down to the plate. Again, that's things that you work on during the prep season, but it kind of gets away from you sometimes during the summer.
So runner now to third with 2 outs. Roussel takes it high and away. He's fanned and he's reached on an error. away 2-0. And that's a strike, 2-1.
That actually happened yesterday in the LSU game, and Jordan Thompson ended up getting there with a runner at first on a play that Tommy White made.
And now 3-1.
The thing is that if the second baseman goes behind first and the shortstop goes to third and the ball's in the dirt at first, the batter's going to advance to second. That's why
straight up here. Somebody's going to catch this. Left fielder makes the catch. Inning over. So the first 0 put up, accomplished by Miller. No runs and a hit. No errors. A runner stranded. 5 left for K's for Kids. Bottom of the fourth coming. And a 7-1 lead for the Brother Martin-based K's for Kids squad here at Winterscheid Field.
No runs on 1 hit. No
As we march on, Ken Trahan with
And after 3.5, the score remains.
David Beaudry, Chip Merritt, Matt Merritt taking care of business. Next Tuesday night, as mentioned, will be at Noel Suarez Stadium as we have Gulf Coast Bank, the Chalmette-based club, hosting the Gulf Coast Bank and Trust Skippers from Mandeville. And a new head coach there, a guy you know pretty well.
Yep, Coach Brady Benoit taking over. I saw today's running baseball camp there. I can tell you that those kids are getting a lot of good knowledge and working real hard, and they're having fun. Brady does a tremendous job.
They'll be good, ready to go. And, of course, the Owls, a solid program. Mike Thomas does a good job there.
Yes, he does. He does. Great coaching staff, hard workers. And, Chalmette year in and year out is very competitive in their district. A couple of really quality players.
Caden Timothy is done after 1 inning. 1 hit, no runs. And now we get Austin Bell taking over as they're going to mix and match the rest of the way. Bell, 3 appearances. No record, a 4.20 earned run average. 5 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned. He's walked 3, struck out 4 thus far for the Brother Martin-based squad here in the summer. So Bell taking his warm-up tosses. Will work to Mills, Amadio, and Hewen here in inning number 4 from Winterscheid Stadium. Always enjoy the visit to Noel Suarez. It's another one of those places where if walls could talk, you kind of have that feeling when you go there. The game sounds different there, too, because of the way the ballpark's situated. The sounds of the game are prevalent. Here's Mills. High for a ball. Mills lined out to left, hit the ball hard his first time. Big right-handed swinger. One-0. Away, it's 2-0. Next pitch, in the air, right side playable. Who wants it? The right fielder, and making the catch, Roussel for out number 1. Mills retired. And here's Austin Amadio, struck out his first time.
The second baseman,
Swinging.
number 18, Austin Amadio.
First pitch, strike called, 0-1. And another. 1-1. And now to the netting, it's 1-2. So 1-2 strikes. Strike 3 call. Good breaking ball. Takes care of Amadio for out number 2.
Outstanding sharp breaking ball. The 1-2 count on the batter. Froze him.
Coverage of the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League is brought to you by the Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. Lamarck Lincoln is the only Lincoln Black Label dealership in the market. It's more than ownership, it's membership. Must be a reason. Here's Ewan, who grounded to third his first time, and he shoots it foul. Right side, it's 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Way outside, yanked it. It's 1-1. Playoff format here in the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League. Of the 17 teams, only 4 teams make the playoffs. A semifinals and then a championship game. This will be played on consecutive evenings in all likelihood. There's a ground ball toward the left side shortstop. Backhand pick. Wiltz has to get rid of it, and he got him. Good play to take care of Ewan. And a 1-2-3 inning recorded by Bell. We've played 4, still 7-1 in favor of K's for Kids. And Wiltz has been awfully busy at short, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. That was a really nice play going to his right. He made the V cut and kind of short hopped the first baseman. Hunter was able to scoop it. He got down on his legs and scooped it, made a nice play.
Miller going back to the mound and working his second inning in relief of Perk. Miller put the first 0 up of the game for Refuel in the 4th.
And pitched out of a second and third no-out situation and put up a 0. It's a good job.
Mentioned the early front runners in the league via the standings thus far, David, and I think you don't put a ton of weight on it, but you do get an indication of what's to come about who's going to be good next year. Cretan Townsend Holmes at St. Charles Catholic, 2-1-1. You know they're going to be good. The River Ridge Patriots, John Curtis Christian, you know they're going to be good. Ponstein's Food Store, 2-2. They were young. They're going to be good. And then, of course, Lakeshore, the Titans, they're playing under their school name in the summer. They were in a state championship game this past year. You know they're going to be good. Lutcher and, of course, Cypress Physical Therapy. You know they've got Marshall Luke. You can start right there, and that's killer right away. You know they're going to be good as Lupo leads it off, took a ball. He's reached on an error, scored a run, and singled. 1-0 pitch on the way. High 2-0. And then, of course, there's K's for Kids. Brother Martin was a young team this past year. They're going to be very good. And Archbishop Rummel-based Malcolm Dinas, a young team last year. They're going to be very good. 2-0 pitch. Strike call, 2-1. And, of course, I didn't even mention Jesuit-based Retief Oil. They're young right now, but make no mistake, you know they'll be good one way or the other.
Correct.
2 balls and a strike. Fouls it. It's 2-2.
And as you know, in the Catholic League, you have to come every night and be ready to play. You know, those teams, there's just natural rivalries, and you have to play hard against that competition. The summer gives you some indication. But
that's driven deep to left center field. That ball's going to the gap. That's going to make it all the way to the wall. On his way to second is Lupo with a ringing double, his second hit of the game. He got into that one.
Good job. Kind of a little bit of a hanging breaking ball. He got his hands out front, and that's just where you want to drive it.
Jack Lupo with a ringing double to start the 5th inning. We'll get Colby Hunter to the plate. He's grounded out twice. And just of that bunch, David, looking to next year, I'm not too sure. In fact, I might be closer to being sure that the best position player and the best pitcher are on the same team, Archbishop Rummel, with Mikey Ryan and Giancarlo Arancibia. Pitch missing high and tight, 1-0. Arancibia, the Region 11 and 12 pitcher of the year, and it's going to be announced that he made first team All-State as well shortly. Pitch missing high and tight, 2-0. And Ryan, of course, just a terrific player and talent in all phases. 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch. Ooh, just missing, I guess, 3-0.
A little bit up.
Mentioned those young men going to Delgado. You can add Josh Eames to that as well. He was a brilliant catcher from John Curtis Christian. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That's a strike, and it's 3-1.
You mean Coach Joe might have to write a name besides Singletary? And that?
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, look at the catchers they've had.
Correct.
Over the last few years. It's been amazing to watch. 3-1 the count. Here's another on the way. Ball 4 inside. They had Tyler McManus, right? He ended up at LSU after being in Sanford and was really good. Had Brennan Lambert. I think he was pretty good at Tulane this year. 2-run homer against LSU in the regional. And then they had JT Singletary. And now they've got 2 catchers. The Lakeshore catcher's awfully good as well coming in along with Josh Eames.
Right.
Such an important position. And just based on what I've seen, I think Brady Schmidt and Bryce Pitts will pitch for Delgado right away. And I think they have a chance to be very successful. This one, Karam's back to the catcher, but he throws it away. That's going to score a run. So it'll be a wild pitch and an error, allowing the run to score. Runner for second. So the error is the 5th. Well, he got the Karam, went right back to him. But he just airballed it.
Yeah, kind of stood straight up on his throw. He knew exactly what he was going to do with it, but he just kind of lacked his legs out a little bit.
Out of play, right side. Wiltz, who singled and scored, been hit by a pitch and scored. 1-1 the count. Just a bit high, 2-1. Check swing foul. It's 2-2. A run home, a runner at second, nobody out. An 8-1 lead for K's for Kids here in the 5th inning. Two balls, 2 strikes. Another. And again, up. So when he's missing, he's been up a lot, 3-2. In the air, right side, first baseman over, and he got it. Nicely done to go hustle to get that ball. We'll blow off for the second out.
Now batting number 13, Switzer.
Wilt's just a little over anxious on that ball. He's kind of in on his hands.
Ben Switzer will bat. He's reached on an error, and he's doubled. And he got hit by a pitch. Took one for the team, didn't hurt. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Christian Michel will bat. And we'll get a runner at first base. That's going to be Wiltz. It looks like he's going to go run at first.
Number 12, Wiltz.
So Wiltz will run at first. Getting a little free substitution here, right?
Yeah, using the old last batter out rule.
Michel.
So here's Christian Michel. And here's the pitch. And that's, again, he's getting it over, but he's high, and it's 1-0. Again up. Again, he's just getting under the ball, David, isn't he?
Yes, yeah, he's not getting full extension. He's kind of pulling it across his face, and like you're saying, getting under it or getting around it, not allowing that proper downward tilt or downward break.
There's a strike. Good pitch there. It's 2-1.
That was a little better arm action.
2 balls and a strike. 2 on with 1 out. A run is home. 8-1 case for Kids on top in the 5th. Foul back. He had to cut it a pitch right out over the plate. And it's 2-2. And the 2-2 sits high. It's full 3-2. Doubt that they start the runners here with an 8-1 lead.
Correct. Probably just play station to station.
Not going. Pitch is lined to right, a base hit. Lead runner made it go through, so he cannot score. So the bases will be loaded with 1 out as Michel spanks it to right. And now with the bases loaded, a big opportunity for Brent Miorana. There's a single and a run scored. He's 1 for 2. 9 hits now for K's for Kids. Visit to the mound. You like Chad Foray, don't you?
I sure do. He's going to do a fine job here. Student of the game, just tireless worker, and again, kids will play hard for him for sure.
Pat on the back. Go get him, kid. Something like that. It's yours. I'm not pulling you. Go for it.
Yeah, you want them to get their work in no matter the results. And if it's a good result, you kind of just make a little tweak or change here and there. But if it's not what they want, they go back to work on it.
Miorana bats. They're going to get another runner at first. That's going to be Reese Roussel who's going to go run. So it's just free substitution here, basically. From the full windup with the bases loaded. Breaks it in there for a strike to Miorana.
Running at first base is number 4, Roussel.
Oh, 1 pitch. Ooh, it dropped over. Looked like a strike from here. Called a ball. Certainly not getting the high strike here, no question. One. Swung at that breaking ball. Comes up empty. A ball and 2 strikes. Miorana trying to deliver a blow here. And the 1-2 pitch. Trying to wait on it. Fouls it out of play. Slow breaking ball. Got to keep the hands back.
Yes.
Ends up on top of the hitting facility here at Winterscheid. One-two pitch. And he hit him. That's going to plate a run to make it 9-1. So Miorana gets the RBI. Hunter scores. Switzer to third. Michel to second. And now Caden Timothy, and that's going to be all for Miller, it appears. So Miller departs after going 1 1/3 inning. A couple of hit batters here certainly didn't help the cause. And a scoreless 4th, but ran into trouble here in the 5th with a couple of hits and a couple of hit batsmen.
So, Kenny, who's going to the College World Series?
Oh, boy. Okay, so here we get, let's tell you about the new pitcher first. I think this is Meyer. Now, the number is not showing up on here, but I'm going to find it for you. There he is. He shows up at the bottom of the scorecard. Aiden Meyer will take over. Right-hander Aiden Meyer becomes the third pitcher of the game for the Eagles. And Meyer takes over in a tough spot with the bases loaded, 1 out. A couple of runs already home as he's asked to try to extricate his team and himself, his teammates, from this situation. Can't close the book on Miller yet. He's responsible for all 3 base runners, but Aiden Meyer is on. Aiden Meyer, 2 appearances, no record, 4.50 earned run average. 4 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. He's walked 2, struck out 3. I don't know. I mean, look, if you look at this past weekend, it was the most impressive team in the country, TCU.
Yeah, TCU and Wake Forest both.
And Wake Forest, of course, is nails all season long. My friend Tom Walter.
Yep.
At the helm. I had him on my radio show last week talking about his fine team.
What a good man he is.
Base hit left field. We'll plant another to make it 10-1. Well done.
The regional I enjoyed, besides the LSU regional, the best was the one at Auburn with Southern Miss and Penn. Coach Barry retiring, and he's got as we saw last year against LSU, a very experienced team, and they just fought their way back through. I have to say,
and another hit batsman. That'll make it 11-1. So Timothy and RBI single, and now Bell hit by a pitch, and he's on, and it's 11-1. And you still got the bases loaded.
It's 1 out, yep.
With only 1 out. And now Cole Navarro, who's 2 for 2 with an RBI. So here's Navarro. That run is charged to Miller. His 4th hit batsman of the game. We'll get another runner at first as they just freely substitute here. Nobody complaining.
No.
So we get Lupo running at first. Here's Navarro. And he swings and shoots it to left center field. Left fielder on the run won't get there. That's going to plate a couple. 2 runs will score. And not in time. So a 2-run double for Navarro. He's 3 for 3. Have yourself a day. And driven in 3 runs. You might be talking to him later, David.
Yeah.
The way he's gone. So Navarro, with a ringing 2-run double, makes it a 13-1 ball game.
I guarantee he's never been 3 for 3 from the 11th hole before.
You might have to joke with him about that later.
I think I will.
You think maybe you've elevated yourself in the lineup? Just asking.
I need to tell Coach Lupo I need a single-digit place in the batting lineup.
There's Gavin Berry. He's walked and scored, stolen 2 bases, had a sacrifice bunt. He's 0 for 1, trying to add on. Down a ball, 1-0. It'll close the book on Miller. Strike call, 1-1. Inning and a third, 3 hits, 6 runs earned, a walk, and 2 hit batsmen. One. Look out, 2-1. And he hits it in the air, foul, left side. It's 2-2. They called him out. Outside corner of the knees for the second out of the inning, and Reese Roussel will bat. He's 0 for 3. He's fanned, reached on an error, and fly to left.
Now batting the right fielder, number 4, Roussel.
Here's Roussel. Second and third. Away for a ball, 1-0. Away again, 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Driven hard, deep, right center field. 2 runs are going to score. Up against the wall. Roussel with a ringing double. He gets in on the fun and makes it 15-1. Double parade here.
I think that's the first pitch that he's gotten middle in, and he was able to jump all over it.
So Roussel gets in on it. And now we're going to get a different hitter. Lupo won't hit here. See who the hitter is. Trying to spot the number, David.
I think it's 15.
Strike called. It's 0-1. 17.
That was close.
You were close. Jude Tingstrom is batting for Lupo. Tingstrom. One and one. Remember, Lupo started this inning with a double. Tingstrom lines one down the right field line. That's going to get another run home. An RBI single for Tingstrom. He gets in on the fun. And it's 16-1. Man, they're just knocking the ball all over the yard, aren't they?
Yeah, they're kind of getting the ball up in the zone and has a little more velocity than DJ did, and they're sitting back and just waiting for that elevated fastball and jumping on it.
Here's Hunter. He's walked and he's grounded out twice. That's for the second time in the inning. A throw to first. I'm not sure what that accomplishes right now with this score. Don't think he's going anywhere. Hard hit ball, another base hit. Hunter gets in on the hit parade. Runner stops at second. And now Stan Wiltz popped out to first earlier in the inning.
Now batting, number 12, the shortstop, Wilt.
No,
Here's Wiltz.
pinch hitter,
Going to get a pinch hitter, it appears.
22.
Michael Hemel will bat. Swings and taps it foul. It's 0-1.
Pinch hitting for Wilt of number 22.
Michael Hemel. So Hemel batting. With 2 on, 2 outs. Took it for a strike. So it's 0-2. And my scorecard's a mess. Took it inside, 1-2. Don't you love when that happens? 1-2 the count. Up and in, look out. A couple of pitches inside, 2-2. Look out. I mean, 2 straight pitches were way in, and that one hit him in the helmet. So yet another hit batsman. That's 5 hit batters. And let's see who's hitting now.
6.
This is Max Musso who's going to bat. Musso.
Now batting, number
Max Musso batting. He spanks it down the third base line. 1 run home. Second runner's like, nah, coach, just keep me here. Sportsmanlike. Of course, Musso would have liked another RBI, right? Couldn't hit the ball any harder than that. First pitch he saw.
Skip right over the bag.
Mm-hmm.
He took a big turn thinking he had a double, and everybody
Yeah.
had stop signs.
Now batting number 44, Heath.
Strike one.
Starting pitcher getting a little AB.
Yep. Cole Heap. Swing and a miss. Batting with the bases loaded. 0-2. One and two on Heap. $17-1 here for K's for Kids in the fifth. Down and out, 2-2. Hits aplenty, 15 for the Brother Martin base team. 2-2. Swinging a foul off the catcher's gear. Keeps him at the plate at 2-2. Taking some time out there now. Mir. Up the middle, past the pitcher to the shortstop to play to second, and the inning is over. But what an inning it turned out to be here in the fifth. 10 runs across the plate in one inning. That'll get it done. When you score 10 in one inning, that's a pretty good inning. It happened on 8 hits as well. There was an error. 3 men left. 8 left in the game now for K's for Kids. And now last chance coming for Refuel, trailing 17-1 here with the 10-run mercy rule in effect here.
17. Refuel 1.
So 17-1 lead here. And K's for Kids will try to finish this one off. And Christian Michel is going to be the pitcher. Bell went 1 inning, perfect with a strikeout. And now Christian Michel will take over. Michel, a right-hander. He's made 1 appearance, no record, no earned run average, 1 inning. And he struck out 1 and hit a batter as he takes over. So, David, what do you think? I guess we talked to Cole Navarro, right?
I think so,
3
yes.
for 3 with 3 RBIs, including a double. Jeff Lupo's here now, so you can grab him too.
Okay.
And talk about this hit parade, and all these games are maybe benefiting his team. So
Okay.
you know the routine, and you know how to turn it on, and we'll throw it down to you there as soon as this one's over with. So David Beaudry will head down to talk to the winners here, which we expect to be fairly shortly with the way this one's unfolded. Don't see 10-run innings very much. We just witnessed one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Stadium Committee and the Diamond Club need your assistance by using the provided trash containers following tonight's game. Your cooperation in helping keep this stadium and this campus clean is greatly appreciated. Thank you.
So we're ready to go in the bottom of the fifth. Pitch is down for ball 1.
Leading off for Refuel in the bottom of the fifth is the first baseman, number 28,
Ethan Lentz grounded out his first trip. Now playing first base. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's a strike. It's 1-1. Missing inside 2-1. Left field side foul and out of play. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Lentz. Towards short. Backhand. Throw. Wide. Safe at first off the bag. Lentz beats the wrap. He's on. So the leadoff man aboard. And a chance here for Richard. Going to give him a base hit.
Batting the center fielder, number 5.
Richard grounded to short his first time.
Richard.
Toward left, that's sinking. That's going to be a base hit. Takes a funny hop. Runner will stop at second, the lead man. So a base hit for Richard. 2 on, nobody out. Flip the lineup over. Cameron Maroney-Bolden will bat. He's doubled and scored a run, reached on an error.
Number 2, Cameron Maroney-Bolden.
High for a ball, 1-0. Strike called to make it 1-1 from Michel. 4th pitcher of the game for Case for Kids. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off the catcher's gear, 1-2. One, two. Breaking ball foul back. Count holding it 1-2, 2 on, nobody out. Dan ready once again. The pitch coming from Michel. And a swing and a foul at the end of the bat. As Maroney-Bolden continues to battle. Give himself an opportunity. Another 1-2. And another tap foul. 3 in a row. To stay alive. Strike called. Got him looking for out number 1.
Now batting the left fielder, number 11, Hayden Perkle.
Here's Hayden Perkle, who has reached on an errand single. Foul back, it's 0-1. No balls and a strike. And another. That's a good breaking ball for a strike called. It's 0-2 on Perkle. It's been on both times. 0-2 the count. Toward the right side. Second baseman ranges, throws, and got him. Just out at first is Perkle for out number 2. Runners advance to second and third, and Case for Kids is an out away from a win as Nathan Billiot will bat. He's single, driven home a run. He's grounded out.
Now batting, number 25, Peyton LeBlanc.
And he swings and fouls it at 0-1. Swing and a miss. 1 strike away now. No balls, 2 strikes. Ready again. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Game over. As Case for Kids has gotten it done in very impressive fashion here this evening by the score of 17-1 over Refuel. Just a dominant performance by Case for Kids from the start, as they were not going to be denied after dropping their first game in Summer League play last night. Well done on the part of Case for Kids here this evening, as we'll get you the totals of the game here in a moment, and let's give them to you right now. For Case for Kids, 17 runs, 15 hits, 2 errors, and 8 left. And for Refuel, 1 run, 5 hits, 5 errors, and 5 left. Cole Heap is the winning pitcher, and the losing pitcher, Wes Perk. And the game took an hour and 44 minutes to play. And Case for Kids wins it by the score of 17-1 here this evening. With that, let's go down to David Beaudry with winning coach Jeff Lupo. David?
Down here with Coach Jeff Lupo. So, Jeff, this is game 13 of the summer. You decided this year to play in the Crescent City Sports League. How's it going so far?
You know, it's going well. It's given the guys a lot of opportunities, to play and showcase their ability, and also, kind of figure out what their roles are going to be for next season. We really like this as a really effective evaluative tool, to kind of judge where we've been. We've had some guys that have played some different positions, and also trying to find some pitching depth, and it's given us an opportunity and afforded us the opportunity to get a lot of guys on the mound and get a lot of experience to get us ready for next season, which is what we're here to do.
And do you still feel that it's benefit? Like, I know I saw you in Hattiesburg this weekend. You'll be playing in the city, around the city this weekend, and playing on the weekends.
I do, and I think that the more they play, and especially when they're with us, and we get a chance to coach them. And not so much where it's a pressure situation where we really have a chance to develop and work on specific things. I think it really affords us the opportunity to do that, and also gets them on a college campus every now and again to showcase their ability to do some things in front of some college coaches. So it really is a good blend for us.
Best of luck the rest of the summer. Good seeing you. I have player of the game, and I guarantee you, Cole, you've never had this. You were the 11th hole hitter, and you went 3 for 3. Have you ever done that before?
No, sir. First time.
Well, look, I think you need to go down and talk to Coach Lupo about moving a little up in the lineup. What worked well for you tonight?
I sat back on the curveballs and hit the fastballs.
And how has it been going so far this summer with playing in both on the weekends and then doing the league?
It was my first game batting. I just came back from a hand injury.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. And outfield play. Did you get to play that any during your break when you were hurt or no?
I just played infield.
Okay.
I couldn't really throw the ball that much yet.
Okay. All right. Well, best of luck the rest of the summer.
All right, David. Thank you. Great job. Thank you, Cole. Thank you to Jeff Lupo as well. And, of course, thanks to everybody for watching tonight. The replay you can always watch free at CrescentCitySports.com. And, of course, we'll be back with you next Tuesday from Noel Suarez Stadium as Gulf Coast Bank Chalmette Owls will host the Gulf Coast Bank and Trust Mandeville Skippers. We'll have it for you next Tuesday night on our Game of the Week from the Crescent City Sports Prep League. Thanks to David Beaudry for a job well done. And, of course, thanks to Chip Merritt and Matt Merritt for a job well done as well. Again, reminding you that our final score here this evening was Case for Kids 17, Refuel 1. Now, this is Ken Trahan saying thanks for joining us and be a good sport. God bless you one and all. We are rounding third and heading home. So long.